I want to talk very quickly about misinformation as it pertains to Palestine and Israel and how it works to serve the oppressor. Now, there are some incredibly wild, unverified claims being made. The first of which was a singular rape that somehow transformed into a mass rape. And when that was debunked, now it's been moved on to beheaded babies. These are blatant and outright lies that not even the Israeli occupation forces can confirm. Not even the occupation forces are circulating, but you know who is circulating them? Troll accounts and disreputable news sources. You know who's picking them up? Other news sources and the masses, circulating these lies over and over and over again without any critical thought or a shred of suspicion for where these lies may have come from. This is how misinformation spreads. These blatant untruths are consumed uncritically and then disseminated. And by the time that they are debunked with fact, with proof, news sources have to print retractions, but the damage is done. People have already consumed these things and believe them to be true. Even if they see a retraction, that initial thing that they have consumed is what they psychologically know to be true. This has been proven by study. It's why we as Palestinians try to avoid any kind of negation of the idea of Palestinians being anti-Semitic, to say like, oh, it's not anti-Semitic to do this, it's not anti-Semitic to do that, because the mere association of those words together psychologically lands itself in people's heads. So what's being done in these instances is that these horrific, outright untruths are being shared about Palestinians, and even when the retraction is printed, those things are still associated in people's minds. Anybody with a shred of critical thought would be able to see these things for what they are: racist lies. And if you for even a second believed these things, ask yourself why that is. You might say it's not racism, you might be pushing back against me right now, but that's exactly what it is. It is your own dehumanization, complete and total dehumanization of brown people that allowed you to consume such a thing uncritically. You view us as savages. You view us as barbarians. You see atrocious acts of violence and sexual violence, and you say, yeah, of course these are committed by brown people. This misinformation is used to manufacture consent. It has been in the past, and it is being used to manufacture consent right at this very moment. We are witnessing genocide, outright genocide against Palestinians in Gaza who are being bombed indiscriminately. There was a Red Crescent ambulance that Israel gave permission to go and rescue Palestinians and take them in and treat them. And what did Israel do? It bombed the ambulance. But because of this racist and deceitful narrative of beheaded babies and mass rape, people think that it's justification for these crimes, for these acts of genocide. People love to sit on this app, to sit online, to sit out in the world and say they wouldn't have supported the invasion of Iraq. They wouldn't have supported slavery. They would have stood on the right side of history. No, you would not have. Because as history is happening, you are, again, engaging with these things without critical analysis. You are allowing genocide to happen before your very eyes, and you are cheering it on. This is why those both sides posts are so morally reprehensible. That kind of hand-wringing in the face of literal genocide only serves the colonizer. It only serves the oppressor. It only serves the people committing the genocide. You are choosing a side. You just don't want to admit that you're choosing a side. So you sit in this comfortable middle ground thinking yourself so moral and pious. Reflect within yourselves what it is that makes you see Palestinian life as so useless, that makes you think that Palestinians should lie down and accept a slow, torturous death.